A familiar local business has expanded into the retail trade with a new location in East Alabama.
Some area school children will be taking weekly classes in the great outdoors this fall, and East Alabama plans to celebrate the newest federal holiday tomorrow.
Temperatures backing off today across East Alabama. What will the temperatures be like for the rest of the work week? We'll have the complete forecast details coming up.
Coming up in sports, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes hosted a home run derby last night at Choccolocco Park. We have the highlights. Also, one local player has committed to play college baseball. We have more on both of these in just a minute as EAN Local News starts now.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Oxford Lumber. Come visit any of our locations in Oxford, Jacksonville, Talladega, and Roanoke.
Hello, we're glad you could join us. I'm Katie Edwards.
And I'm Mike Stedham.
Go! 1, 2, 3.
Visit McClellan Sports and Outdoors.
Team Sports, which has been selling athletic equipment and clothing to local coaches and teams for more than 15 years, has now opened a retail store at McClellan. A ribbon cutting was held this morning for the new McClellan Sports and Outdoors located on Exchange Drive near the Anniston Youth Baseball Sports Complex and the city's Aquatic Center. Kristen Lehman says the retail operation has been part of the company's plan from the very beginning.
Team Sports has been in business since 2008, and we have a desire to do a retail space for a long time for people to come in, see what we have, and kind of connect with the community to, for those baseball and softball players to come get their softball pants, to come get shoes, cleats, knee pads, whatever it is they may need, just somewhere for the community to come and connect and get their sporting good needs.
Julie Moss, McClellan Development Authority Director, says the owners of Team Sports worked with her group to find a location for the new store that would complement the services the company was already providing the sports community.
So they actually brought their Team Sports business over here first and then built out the retail side, which is the first retail business we've had out at McClellan. So we're very happy to have them here, and it goes perfectly in this area with the hard program sports we have out here for the youth, as well as the 18 miles of multi-use trails, and then of course Lake Yahoo Park. So they fit in wonderfully, and we hope people will come out here and shop for their needs for their kids, for their sports.
The new store will be open from 8 a.m. until 6 p.m. Monday through Friday.
When we come back, it's such a nice day, we should have class outdoors.
For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wadowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
Lake Yahoo Park has been selected as a forest school site for the upcoming academic year by the Anniston chapter of Barefoot University. That's a national outdoor education initiative that connects homeschool children to nature and to each other. 2 Calhoun County parents, Aura Chenoweth and Caitlin Helton, are handling this chapter of the hands-on program, and Helton says that 40 children from 20 local families have already signed up for this fall. Registration will remain open until the end of June. The only requirement is that the child be between the ages of 5 and 18 and is homeschooled. Chenoweth says a full curriculum is provided by Barefoot University, and 36 lessons are planned for the upcoming academic year.
It is actually designed to be child-led, so we have a specific thing that will be presented. Families can go over it at home the couple of days before, and then they come out here, and it's designed for the children to take the lesson and do with the lesson and do it with their friends and each other, and parents intervene as needed. So it's designed completely to be child-led learning.
Helton says the outdoor classes will meet weekly at Yahoo Lake, and the children will work through the lesson plan at their own pace.
Everything's provided for them, so that's huge. A lot of people want to show up told what they are going to be working on that day and then go do it. That's perfect. They can come, they can show up, they can stay as long as they want. They don't have to stay the whole class. They don't have to come to every class. They can pick up their supplies and leave and go home. So it's customizable.
We have a lot of, being homeschool families, a lot of us have different needs in our families, and that's one of the reasons most of us homeschool is because of some need for a child, for a spouse, for whatever it may be. And so with this, it is customizable to your family.
The McClellan Development Authority's Executive Director Julie Moss says Barefoot University is a unique program for the area, and she hopes the lake and park foster a love of nature in the students. Chenoweth says the MDA has been very helpful to her group.
We sat down with them and have signed some agreements and liability waivers as well, and our families will also have those signed. And they were super excited about us being here. They were so positive. It was really a great meeting we had with them, and I hope to keep that relationship great because it was a very positive interaction with them.
The Lake Yahoo Park Forest School plans to meet every Wednesday at 9 a.m. beginning in September. The student activities will take place at various areas around the park, which will remain open to the public throughout the class times.
When we come back, local governments and businesses will be celebrating a national holiday.
Spring into freshness at WM. Celebrate the season with our bountiful selection of farm fresh produce. From juicy berries to crisp greens, taste the flavors of spring at WM. Visit us today and let the freshness bloom in every bite. This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Manufacturing, metal buildings made right here in Calhoun County.
Tomorrow is June 19th, the date of the newest holiday on the federal calendar. Juneteenth celebrates the day that enslaved people in Texas were told about the Emancipation Proclamation, which eliminated slavery in the Confederate States. The holiday has been celebrated for years in various states and cities, and it was officially named a federal holiday in 2021. Most city halls, government offices, and banks throughout East Alabama will be closed tomorrow to celebrate the holiday. We got a little break in the humidity. I felt this morning was a little bit cooler.
Well, you know, we were talking about Yahoo Lake earlier, and I was out there this morning, a breeze coming by in the shade. It was really very pleasant out there.
That sounds nice.
It was.
Maybe we'll continue that break in the humidity.
I hope it does, but why don't we check with John Holder, because he's the man who knows humidity. John, how's it going to be in the next few days?
Mike and Katie, yes, I can tell you about humidity because I actually like humidity. We're going to talk about heat and humidity continuing across East Alabama in our weather forecast, which is next.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today.
A bit of a break today across East Alabama as far as temperatures go. We have been in the mid to upper 90s for the last several days, but today we stayed in the 80s, which is exactly where we should be for the middle of June in Alabama. So it felt pretty nice out there today, relatively speaking. Very warm this morning, 74 degrees, way above the average. 97 our record high, 54 the record low. And the sunrise and sunset times remain unchanged. Sun rising again tomorrow morning at 5:33. The sun setting at 7:56. We're just a couple of days away from the longest day of the year coming up on Thursday. But for tonight, weather on your street. Westminster Drive in Rainbow City out by Westbrook Christian School. Some clouds tonight, some stars, a mix tonight. We'll drop down to 70, so a little bit cooler than it has been by a few degrees when you wake up tomorrow morning. Speaking of tomorrow, weather on your street taking you out to Cave Road in the city of Weaver. Sunny and dry tomorrow. And again, temperatures staying relatively cooler than they have been. 90 for the high tomorrow afternoon. For the rest of the work week across East Alabama, get ready really for more of the same, with one caveat. The temperatures are going to begin rising again by the time we get into Thursday, Friday, and the weekend. Coosa Street in downtown Talladega, get ready for temperatures for the rest of the week in the 90s, including mid-90s again by Friday and the weekend. Here's the 7-day forecast for all of East Alabama. High and dry. That's where we are for the next several days. 90 for the high on Wednesday and Thursday. 93 on Friday. 95 on Saturday. We will have a couple of mornings there where we are in the upper 60s. That will feel relatively nice, with the humidity and the heat really going nowhere across East Alabama for the next several days. Our next chance of rain not coming until Sunday afternoon. That chance of rain only about 20%, and it will be hot and muggy. The high at 95, away from any shower that does develop. The good news is next week a little bit of a change in our weather pattern. That means higher rain chances in the afternoon. By Monday of next week, a 50-50 chance of afternoon showers and storms. And on Tuesday of next week, an even higher chance of shower and thunderstorm activity. So you may be watering the plants and watering your lawns this week, but by next week, we may get a little bit of relief. But temperatures are going to remain at or above the average for both daytime highs and nighttime lows for the foreseeable future. After all, it is summertime in Alabama. Well, summertime in Alabama means a lot of folks head to the beach at some point in time. Maybe you've already been, but a lot of folks will be going over the next few weeks as we bear down on the Independence Day holiday and vacation time and things like that. So you want to be weather ready for the beach. We talk about rip currents here. We've covered that, and dangerous waves. Make sure to pay attention to those red flag warnings that are up. They put those up on the beaches of the Alabama and Florida Gulf Coast for a reason. Excessive heat, yeah, you're down around all the water, but it can still be very hot, and it can be a little bit deceiving at just how hot it is on the beach. So make sure that you're staying hydrated in your beach time. And also lightning. Yes, they have a lot more of those late afternoon, early evening showers and thunderstorms than we do here, with the proximity to the Gulf of Mexico. So when those late night or early afternoon and late evening thunderstorms come up, you want to make sure that you are paying heed to that. You pay attention to those storms out in the Gulf as they come on shore, because they are typically loaded with lightning. So again, the waves, the rip currents, the heat, the lightning, play it safe if you're heading to the beach this summer across Alabama and Florida on the Gulf Coast. I'll be back here tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. We will have your complete Wednesday day at a glance across East Alabama. I'll be back here tomorrow night for EAN Local News with a complete forecast for the rest of the work week and the weekend for all of East Alabama. Right now, it's sports time, and the Home Run Derby with the Fellowship of Christian Athletes was last night at Chocowacca Park. Namath Pitts was there, and he has all the details and the highlights right now in sports. Namath?
Thanks, John. Last night, 13 different players from around the area joined together at Chocowacca Park for the 2024 Fellowship of Christian Athletes Home Run Derby. It was a beautiful night at Chocowacca Park where the Fellowship of Christian Athletes Home Run Derby took place. This was the second year that Cheaha Valley FCA has hosted a Home Run Derby. Last year, it was 2 Oxford players who made it to the finale, with Carter Johnson taking home the first place trophy. This year, it was similar, but it was 2 Alexandria players who made it to the finale, with Bray Good taking home the first place trophy. The Home Run Derby consisted of 13 players from around the area. The participants were Drake Loggins from Jacksonville, Ashton Wallace from White Plains, Kai Kleckler from Donahoe, Samuel Henniger from Alexandria, Tyler Rutger from Sachs, Reed Maniscalco from Oxford, Alex Witt from Ramburn, Ja'Cory Avery from Sachs, Luke Richardson from White Plains, Marcus Lawler from Donahoe, Kingston Peeler from Jacksonville, Bray Good from Alexandria, and Kanan Whitman from Oxford. Wallace, Kleckler, Henniger, Maniscalco, Lawler, and Good all advanced to round 2. Henniger, who you see right here, and his teammate Bray Good, both from Alexandria, advanced to the finale. Bray Good ultimately came out on top. He talked about getting to compete against his teammate in the championship.
Oh, that was awesome. Just being able to battle out with one of my own, which was really cool. I thought I thought that was really fun and cool to do.
Give credit where credit is due. The hitters must have someone that can place the ball exactly where they want. Samuel Henniger and Bray Good both had that in pitching coach Trey Phillips, who pitched to both hitters. Bray Good talked about Trey Phillips and the job he did pitching last night.
Oh, we done really good. He was wearing the outfit right there, riding the inside, so I'm really happy with what he done, how he threw it.
Justin Cottle, who is a campus missionary for Fellowship of Christian Athletes, was tasked with putting on a great event, and he did just that. This is the second year in a row that Justin has hosted the FCA Home Run Derby. Justin talked about the purpose behind the event.
Yeah, the main purpose behind this particular event is, like I said, just give our athletes, our area athletes, just a fun outing. You know, they're always doing things so seriously, so many practices and summer workouts, so this is just kind of a fun thing. But we also do ask for a small donation to get in, and that also helps the ministry for us to get to places that we need to get to. So that's kind of what this Home Run Derby is all about.
One player who participated in the Home Run Derby yesterday also announced his commitment to play baseball at the next level. Ashton Wallace announced yesterday his commitment to play baseball at Central Alabama Community College. Ashton is a third baseman and utility player for White Plains. Ashton helped lead White Plains to the playoffs this past season for the first time in a very long time. Central Alabama Community College competes in the ACCC Conference, which is part of the National Junior College Athletic Association. Best of luck to Ashton. Congratulations on having the opportunity to play college baseball. That's it for EAN Local Sports. Let's go back over to Mike and Katie.
Thanks for that update, Namath, and thank you for watching us today.
We especially want to thank those loyal viewers who have qualified for our Ultimate Summer Giveaway, which is going on through the end of June. Our newest group of top engagers includes Danielle Poole-Ballinger, Crystal Langston, Jessica Wesley, Karen Langley, and Mike Sandifer. You're all in the drawing for the giveaway, which will be held on our local sports show, The Locker Room, on July 1st.
And as we love to remind people, it is still anyone's prize, so continue to engage, like, comment on our news and sports content, and like our East Alabama News page and all of our giveaway sponsors pages so that you don't miss a thing.
And we're going to continue to call out our top fans who engage every single day until the end of June. You can be entered more than once, so keep on engaging on our post and content for the Ultimate Summer Giveaway from all our local businesses.
Now, along with the giveaway, you can also find us every weeknight on Facebook and YouTube and on a variety of sites, including our website, the Calhoun Journal, and Newsbreak. Just go to the platform of your choice and watch our news, sports, and weather coverage whenever it's convenient for you.
We'll see you back here Wednesday for your news on your schedule.